We are docked in Bonaire today. We have 13 hours here on this port. So we're gonna give you a full tour of what this port front looks like so you can best decide how you wanna spend your time. Let's begin.
Saw a bunch of dolphins here. On the camera it's probably hard to see, but I just spotted them. Oh, there you go. I don't know if you saw that. I'll see if I can magnify, but yeah, there's a lot of wildlife in Bonaire. A lot of piers here. There's a couple of restaurants there as well. Before we can show you the port of Bonaire, we gotta get out of the room first, head out, disembark, and then we're gonna go to a viewpoint to look at Carnival Horizon. That'll be our stop number 1. Yeah, check that out. There's divers here. Pretty cool. Whoa!
It's slippery.
I almost slipped. Now check out our home, sweet home, for the last 4.5 days. Another 4 days to go. It is much simpler, right? The smaller ports, I like them because you don't have to go through a building or anything. Here, you get off the ship and this is out. I like it. The ship is right behind you.
Yeah.
Hardly anything. 2 tents that you walk under and you're outside. Now, first, we're gonna make a right when you come out, and then we're gonna go to the left. Seems like everybody's heading to the left. That's where maybe the downtown is, but we gotta get the front of the ship picture. So you see the back of the truck's full of coconuts. The sun is still on this side, which is awesome. It is around 10 o'clock in the morning. I noticed a bunch of folks are heading this side, following something.
To where we rent cars and things.
Oh, rent cars.
Beaches and everything are that way, I believe.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so rent cars and beaches are that way. We're gonna admire the ship here and then head into town. So Kizzer just spotted a beautiful fish. So this morning I actually saw a whole lot of flying fish and dolphins right in front of the ship. If you're docking in Bonaire, make sure you come out to the front deck. Especially if you're on Carnival Horizon, you can go all the way to the front. Or if you have a balcony or even a window, look outside, keep your eyes peeled, because you will see fish or dolphins or something. I've been cruising for so many years, 22 years for me. It's rare that you get to see tortoises or dolphins right next to you. But Bonaire definitely surprises.
This one is all alone, so I almost feel sad if she's lost.
Maybe she's Dory looking for Nemo. What an incredible spot to admire the ship.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
We have been sitting here for about 20-25 minutes. The beautiful weather. I mean, if you get as lucky as we are right now, the breeze is gorgeous. We just hung out here. Now we're gonna head to the downtown area, see what the port area looks like. And then we are planning to go back into the ship after lunch, get into our swimsuits and come back here. We don't feel like leaving right now, so we're telling ourselves we are gonna come back and hang out here. So we're gonna get up and get moving.
This is one of those amazing ports where you can go from beach to downtown in under 10 minutes. We're gonna put that to test. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, when you come out of the cruise ship, you're gonna make a right for this little nook here. On the other side, on the left-hand side out of the port is your downtown area. Right back of the coconut shop. We are catching up with family and friends.
Yes.
We do not get Wi-Fi or any internet service when we are on the ship. So when we get off the island, we can actually say as T-Mobile customers, we are very happy with our service on these islands. So Bonaire got connected, but if you do not have cell data and you get off, right by the port area, they have free Wi-Fi service. There's a welcome to Bonaire taxi sign. Eden Beach, $15 for a family of 4. The most expensive tour is a north or south tour. It's $100. And then if you want to go to Sorbonne Beach, it's $5 per person. So they have made it very simple. No haggle.
Yep.
Prices are listed, and just head over to your beach. You can see one of the tour guides showing what the tour options include. Now we are gonna show you guys what the downtown area is. That way you can decide if you want to just head over to the beach first and then do downtown, or if you're like us, we just like to explore the different town areas.
I would love to rent something like that. It would be easy and convenient. We can cover more area in less time, but I don't know what the deal is here.
Maybe we see, if we see a golf cart rental area here.
Yeah, like we did in Catalina Island in Long Beach, LA.
What do you guys think about the ride so far?
We're lucky to be here. We're literally at the top of a mountain. How lucky are we?
And what do you think about the job Captain Mommy is doing?
We are helpers for Captain Mom.
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's go. On to Lookout Sea.
I am Spider-Man, and I'm little.
So Catalina Island is an island with very few limited cars, and that's why a lot of people just have golf carts, and you can go and rent these golf carts. All these shacks here or tents here are all island tours. Plenty of option, including golf cart rentals here. They're sold out if you don't have a reservation, so in case you want to rent, if you want to be like Alia and rent a golf cart.
You gotta reserve it in advance, and it's $100 for the whole day. That includes insurance and gas. Just want to mention, this street is really nice because it does give you the idea of all the places that are mostly tourist visited or tourist friendly, and also it gives you all the prices on how to get there, like whether you want to do a water taxi or rent a golf cart or take a taxi or go on a bus. So you have everything laid out.
Nicely.
It's really helpful. You don't have to do a lot of research in advance. Plus the people are not so pushy. They offer you, but if you don't seem interested, then they don't really follow through. So this is very good.
From the left-hand side, you can still see a great view of Carnival Horizon, and next to this view is this fort. Alia, what is the name of this fort?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm thinking it's Orange, Fort Orange.
Fort Orange or Fort Orange. It's, I was going to say yellowish looking fort. The boys pointed out there are cannons and a tower. I can just imagine when it was actually in use, people climbing up there. Sun is really toasting us. I'm ready for a nice cool drink. So our mission is going to be, we're going to find out how expensive or inexpensive water, soda is in town, in case you want to stock up for your cruise.
Okay.
Now, next to the fort, we came across this building, which
That's
is a
government office building. You can scan this QR code, eCity Tour Bonaire. It's not possible to scan this QR code at the moment. It's not active right now.
All right, we're gonna keep heading in this direction. Here we are at the map. I can see his hand, but here's some of the things. There is a monument here, Bonaire Museum of Natural History, a church, former convent, old hospital, chapel, Isa historical canon. There's a couple other museums also.
Tourist Information Office, Main Shopping Street, number 14, Post Office. That's the fort that we just passed. Customs Building, Government Office Building. And then there's also Eleanor Roosevelt Monument World War II monument. So all of this is numbered.
This is where we are, and all the activities are around this triangle, most of them except for number 26. All right. After this, Ali is going to be our tour guide, taking us around. But first, we're going to go inside and check out this marketplace.
I love it.
Alia has the one that has an aircraft on it. Every flight she's on, she has that on. And now she has one for the cruise ship. So our next cruise is going to be to Alaska on Royal Caribbean. Make sure you follow us around the world if you're interested in more cruise videos or flights or hotels or trains or just
Any travel.
here's Anissa, right? Subscribe. Hit that like button.
Yes.
All that stuff that people used to say in 2015. Yeah, do that. Now continue the tour. We're going to show you this monument, founded in 2002, was to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Bonaire Lions Club. It's a time capsule. How cool is that?
That is very cool.
I say I am loving Bonaire. There are people who online wrote, and I read this, that after 10-15 minutes they went back to the ship. Honestly, I find this more fun of a downtown than Aruba. I don't want to do any comparisons, but there is a lot to do. Local vendors are interesting. You can go chat with them. They're very friendly, not pushy.
Yes.
Plenty of stores. Check out that La Cantina. That looks like a nice restaurant to hang out. And now here's the main street where we're gonna walk and show you guys around. Now from a sidewalk perspective, nice clean sidewalk for strollers as of right now, and wheelchair friendly. We used to go to these islands, and with a stroller, sometimes, it's very difficult to walk around with a stroller. There's a massive souvenir store here, but do not have any water. All right, Alia, I bought 2 of them and 2 bags. A local airline and a Dutch airline. It would be kind of nice to use this bag while we are in, thank you, Shazer, when we are traveling around the world. It would be kind of cool to use this bag in Australia on our next trip to Sydney and Hobart in Tasmania. Here we are back out in the street, but what welcomes us next are these extremely colorful, like postcard colorful buildings that are coming up next. Here's Piranha Joe. Hizr has a keychain from Piranha Joe. There's Galleria Grande, a boutique store. Should we go through the opening? See what's inside? Check out the ceiling.
Check out the clothes.
Olia's checking out dresses, bathrooms, and the Italian cuisine is in charming, cozy setting. This was a really nice looking walkway leading to this open area. That looks like an official building of sorts right over there. Carlitos Mexican inspired food is here.
Ooh, that looks amazing.
And Bagel in Bloom.
I found a supermarket. It's Top Supermarket. It's 3 minutes walk from here.
More shopping, the Playa Gift Shop, Salty Crew, Bonaire, Beach Wives. Yeah, there's definitely a few more stores here.
Turn right.
Turn right. Right in front of us is Art Hotel Bonaire, Jungle Concept Store. So even on these side streets, there are quite a few local markets, souvenir shops.
Restaurant, coffee stops, tea stop.
Check this out. Bring your Suzuki Jimny right on the sidewalk. How cool is that? By the way, I love Suzuki Jimnys, so please, we want Suzuki Jimnys in the United States. Now check out the wall mural, the back streets. This is the Top Supermarket that we were looking for. Jackpot. Rogers hand-cooked paprika chips.
Paprika, spicy.
Lay's kettle cooked down here. From price perspective, Lay's is $6, although Roger was about $3.95?
$3.15.
$3.15, so much cheaper. Your picnic potato chips are $5.95. Moving away from potato chips, you can buy coffee. Alia's looking at some candy. The prices are definitely cheaper than Aruba. Cheeses, peanut butter for $3.99, and here is your vegetable section and fruit section. So it is interesting to explore a different new country or island's grocery store. Here's Nisa. I noticed that the soda bottles, it says cold is $1.99, cold can is $1.50. Can you check how much is it for warm? They also have Fria, banana, pineapple, Colita, and green apple. Maybe local to Bonaire. Comment below.
55 cents cheaper, 95 cents.
It's 95 cents for a can of Coke?
Yeah.
Okay, so just remember, in the island, if you want to just get it for your cruise room, it is cheaper to buy it warm than cold because you're paying for that price. I think we're going to go check out now. So heading out of Tops Supermarket, got our water. Alia's checking out local sales.
No. I'm
Ginger
checking
drink?
out this. Is that wanted?
Oh, the wanted wall.
I know this from the episode of The Office
Yeah.
where they had Michael Scott's picture. So
Yeah. Wasn't there somebody else's picture there already?
Creed.
Creed's picture was there. So any Office fans who are watching this, we love The Office. By the way, you're from here. You guys can see a little bit of a local homes and
Neighborhood.
stuff in the back. There is a pharmacy here. There's a hospital here. And you can kind of see a little bit of the back areas of Bonaire. But now that we have shown you guys Top Supermarket, we're gonna head back to that main street, go to those colorful homes, and continue that tour. That's where Tops is. We missed a little bit of that section, those colorful homes, but we're gonna go till the end. I see a bank here coming to Osaka Sushi and Teppanyaki. I think it's closed right now, but quite a few restaurant options. We have walked like 5 minutes more than where the touristy stores ended. Just we're gonna show you guys what's here. There's a travel agency. That's a post in Archief, Sunbelt Realty, and a scuba diving store here. So if I zoom in, there's not much here like local homes begin over there. So from a port tour perspective, all the action is within a 10-minute walking area. And there's also a mini market right in this main street. So if you don't want to go to Top Market in the back where we went, you can actually just come here. And we're gonna check mini market real quick.
And water bottles are $1.50 and the soda is $2. So if you don't want to move away from the street, this is always a very good option. But we went like 2 streets down, very easy walk, 3 minutes, and we did pay $1 for a water bottle, a cold one.
And a can of soda is 90 cents.
Yes.
Now we are back in the main street. This is the start of that main street. Really nice harborside. There are a bunch of boutique stores underneath, and they have very tastefully, perfect for the islands, painted these homes in these bright pink, aqua, purple, yellow, red, blue, and orange. I really like this street.
Yes.
It's really, really nice. It's very clean. You can see a gelateria here and a jewelry store here.
If you don't have any excursions or you're not renting a car or doing big tours, this is a very nice neighborhood, or I would say a port front to hang out at. You can easily come here, go in the shops. There's a lot of restaurants.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a 2 to 3 hour max on here, so you can easily come do an hour shopping in the stalls over there. Maybe go find a ice cream place right behind Alia, have an ice cream, and go to Tops Market to top up your sodas for your cruise.
Or whatever you need.
Now you are in a Dutch island, so you're gonna come across this store with really, really creative porcelain pieces from Holland. When I was a little kid, my family would fly on KLM, and they would bring these tiny porcelain houses. and I would collect them. I had no idea that there was alcohol in it. Beautiful store here with a nice bench outside. You can check out some of these stores. Actually, they're really nice. They are priced comparatively, but I noticed slightly more expensive than some of the stores in Aruba. Now make sure you come in front of these colorful buildings and get your picture. We actually did some.
You'll get the best pictures here.
Yeah, you'll get the best pictures here. Now we're gonna head back to the ship. So let's slowly walk back towards, grab our lunch, change, and then go sit in a little Bonaire beach right by the dock. I'm gonna check out this restaurant and bar, El Mundo Bar Rest. As I'm walking by, I can smell nacho and salsa and cheese. This is a memorial plaque in honor of Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt for her first visit to Bonaire on March 21st, 1944, while inspecting the American and Dutch armies' Second World War. The people of Bonaire will always remember her in their prayers. This plaque was put here in 1982, and it's right where the market is. And here is the World War II monument. All the names written here. Here's the monument itself. A little history in Bonaire. About 2 o'clock. Again, the ship is here till 9:30 at night. From 8 o'clock in the morning, that's plenty of time to go in and out of the ship multiple times if you need to. We're back in that main building. There are restaurants here like this Umbrella. Now we are at the main entry almost. There's actually a lot of people heading out to tours. There's a glass bottom tour happening.
That's a great benefit of having longer hours of port time, because not everyone is heading out and coming back at the same time. So you really never get to experience any lines or rush at the buffet or restaurants.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm gonna look for cruises that are, number one, on ships that prioritizes more ocean views over more games and venues. And my number 2 is longer stays in islands, like more than 10 hours, especially if it goes into the night. It's so incredible. Time check 2:05, so 6 minutes all in all. Take out that 1 minute for picture. I think we spent about 5 minutes walking from the downtown area. And 2:08, we are actually walking back into our room. Okay, the excitement of coming back. Is that a donkey? I think it's a goat.
That's definitely a donkey.
We gotta get to the Lido. This Gigi's Kitchen has really awesome ramen. So we're gonna head over there at Gigi 222. So see, from that downtown area, right out the window, all the way up here, took 23 minutes. That includes us going into the room, dropping our drinks, changing, washing our hands, coming up and writing. And here we are back again, heading to the port, but this time we come prepared with shorts. We wanted to get life jackets for the kids. They're not super familiar with ocean water swimming just yet and going deep in the water, so we figured let's grab life jackets. Asked the staff on the swimming pool area, and you cannot bring life jacket out of the ship. We were here early in the morning, hanging out, taking pictures. It is a 787. Look at the difference between the boat and the cruise ship. For anybody that follows our channel, some of you have commented that how come we don't go to beaches, at least on a few videos. So here's a quick story. Alia, myself, the boys, we were in Texas That was the first time I suffered an anaphylactic shock. I think that was an ant bite. I had no idea what that was, but spent an evening in the emergency, and then since then I carry an EpiPen. Then a few months later we were in Hawaii, or maybe 6 months later we were in Hawaii. We were in the water. I felt something around my thigh and felt the same condition of an anaphylactic shock. You know, everything starts to swell up, turns red, you know, your breathing becomes very difficult. I think it's a matter of minutes, about 30 minutes. We called a couple of places. Luckily, we were staying at Hyatt Regency, which was right next to a hotel with an emergency walk-in clinic. Went there and learned that it was actually a jellyfish that had wrapped around my thigh. So, because of those two experiences, I have shoes on. I don't touch this water. I think it should be okay if I touch this, but what happened in Hawaii was a dead jellyfish tentacle that had wrapped around my thigh for maybe a few seconds. And so, long story short, I cannot risk putting my lovely family another night in ER. Hence, I'm wearing full pants, sneakers, so I can't touch ocean water, but the boys do. This is 6:05 Bonaire time, so ship time is about 5 o'clock. We're saying goodbye to this beautiful spot. We're gonna head over to the next beach, which is 10-minute walk. This way you guys can explore a little bit of the other side of town also. There's a somewhat of a sidewalk here, passing by Jasmine Garden Bar and Restaurant. There is Flamingo Casino also here.
Sunshine Supermarket.
Another supermarket, nice spotting. So in either direction, if you walk, if you're looking for some supermarket, I think there are plenty of supermarkets for if you want your any supplies for your cruise. That's police.
Politi.
This is Die Flamingo Beach Resort Casino in Bonaire. Let up drempels. I guess that means speed bumps coming up. It is very interesting to read Dutch, but you're surrounded by palm trees and the Caribbean air. This is again your right side. When you leave the port exit, you're gonna make a right for the beaches or all these dive resorts. There's not many restaurants here. I think I only saw one or two and one grocery store, so keep that in mind. This area is more for your car rentals, or if you want to do what we're doing, is going to the beach. This is the next closest beach that you can head to next to the port. Now again, there are no lifeguards on these beaches. Let's see if we can see the cruise ship from here.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Good, amazing view.
That's a lot better view. I think I like this area better.
You like this area better?
Well, the views are really
Yeah, but
good.
not really a beach here for you guys.
Yeah. But the views are really good.
Yeah, the views are better. It is kind of really nice here. Now the ship is a little off to the distance. This is about 10 minutes away. There are a couple of private properties here. I think it's okay because this was on the map as, I believe, a public beach. It's nice to be right on the beach as the kids are playing. Sunset's happening in about 6 minutes. I'm gonna head out of here as soon as the sun goes down. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us on this beautiful day in Bonaire. On that note, please come back and check some of our other videos out, and we're gonna catch you guys in the
Next one.
bye for now. All of us were heading back to the cruise ship, but decided to just sit here one last minute and take a look at Carnival Horizon. You can notice there's still people in the water, That's the beauty of a port like this. You can just come hang out here, go have a snack. It's still only 6:30 or 6 o'clock. You still have 3.5 hours. So number one, grab that bag and let's head on out. Is the ship leaving?
You gotta keep the drama alive, you know.
Yes, you
gotta
have to.
entertain the kids.
But, you
It's
know,
really hot.
And learn more about the
Sorry.
and learn more about the govern. Welcome to Parasite. I meant to say welcome to paradise. What came out was welcome to Parasite.